break this thing down from the top, okay? So this is our ball field, okay? Right here, all right? Like I said, I love drawing baseball fields, all right? The difference is, right here, is understanding what's going to happen in the game. We already know what's going to happen, right? We're expecting the baseball. We're expecting to field the ground ball. It's already in our heads. We're going to make the first step in the right direction. That's number one. Number two, okay, we get a ground ball that comes off the bat, and let's say it hits off the bat and it's down here. Where's your first move?
Forward.
Where?
Backwards.
Not backwards. In, right? Right, in, forward. That's okay. Look, it's okay. Right? So in, right? So I get a hard hit ground ball on shortstop, okay? See that? On shortstop right here. This ball gets hit in between, we call that, what, this is a 5-6 hole, right? Called the 5-6 hole. This ball is hit through here pretty hard, okay? Now I talked about the drill, the 5-10-5 drill, why it's very important, okay? But if you're expecting the baseball, you've made your move, you should have lateral movement here, you should have lateral movement here, okay? These guys should be moving. How can you ensure that you're going to get to the baseball? How could you ensure at that point in time that if it's a routine ground ball that you can get to it? That's a good question. That's what I need from everybody, okay? I need you to guarantee me that you can get to that ball, okay? Without any false step, you should be able to move lateral. You should be able to take it in the 5-6 hole. You should be able to know where your feet are at. You should have been able to read it immediately, make your first move where it was supposed to immediately. You should be able to make the play. Now the difference between safe and out, if your runner here is safe on a routine ground ball on the 5-6 hole, what does that normally mean?
You did something wrong.
You did something wrong. Very good. That means we did not make the first right move. Something was missing in that equation, okay? That, or this guy runs super fast, right? Like he's flying, okay? And there's no shot when it gets back in that hole like that, okay? But that's, how often does that happen in high school baseball?
Barely.
Don't really happen much at all, okay? It's usually a defensive error that's there. It's a mistake that was made, first step, and or an explosiveness to the ball. So this is where the difference is between safe and out almost every single time. Now, what is that graded? If he's safe, what is that called? Is that an error or is it a hit?
Depends.
What does it depend on?
It would be I mean, it's a hit if they don't mess up anything.
If he just beats it out, it's a hit.
Okay, so, right, further the question. So, if you know how to field this correctly and you couldn't get to it, is that an out? Or is that an error or is that a hit? It's an error. But most books will grade that as a hit. That's an error. You should have got to that ball. Okay, now I'm going to be tough on you. All right, I'm going to be tough. Because I expect you to know how to do this, okay? I expect you to know the first step. I expect you to be explosive to the ball. I expect that. Ready? Hit versus out, okay? Now you're the hitter. Should that have been graded as a hit or should it have been graded as an out? Should it have been an error? Same thing, right? See how it works? The difference is how the defense actually acts and reacts. That's the difference. I've played some really good teams, okay? I've watched some of my players in high school, okay, at Goose Creek High School, some of my old players there and teams I've had through there. I've seen us play some of the top teams in the country, okay? Same thing for travel ball. I've seen it in travel and showcase baseball. We played some of the top teams in the country. And you know, when you play those top teams, you know what the difference is? There's almost no hits against them. Do you know why? Because they can get to the ball. They can get to the ball. They expect the baseball. They read it off the bat at the right time. They want the baseball. You see how that works? It's all what you start with here. If we can do that right now, we're going to change everything. Okay? We're going to change the way this game is played. But it really is going to start with you guys here today. Okay? We need to work on how we do this every single time we take the ball field. And once again, like I talked about the outfield, right? Same exact thing. We read it off the bat, we have no false step, we know what our first move is, but if that ball is up in the air for 5 to 6 seconds, We know that this guy right here, we know this one, we know this, we know they can travel any one distance at how many feet in 5 seconds? 100 to 140 feet, thank you. They can make it there in 5 seconds, which means that is a no-fly zone. Fly balls should not drop in your outfield. We will be better than this. Okay, we will be better than this. Everybody agree with that? All right. Does anyone have any questions? What's the difference between safe and out? Somebody tell me. Reaction time, and what else? Somebody else outside of Gabe. Somebody else. Expect the baseball. Good, good, good. Ready? Reaction time, expect the baseball, and then explosiveness. Be explosive, right? Go after it. Go after it. Be hungry, okay? That's the difference. And if you hit it, if you're the one that has the hit, look, you're looking to shoot these holes all day long because most teams probably ain't going to make that play. But you'll know why. And if you don't make that play, you'll know why. Because you didn't do something here, right? You weren't prepared here. If we're prepared here, every day we show up to the school, if we're prepared here, every day we show up to the baseball field, we're going to do big things. We're going to make the jump. But it starts with expecting and doing the right thing. Okay? All right.